TVH Group of Networks radio station. Sondo's greatest hits are here. You are listening to Cool FM, live from Cool Studios. This is koolNews Primetime.
Dahil pa rin Cool FM, mga kalamaw, exactly 9 o'clock and welcome to koolNews Primetime. Tapping our news tonight. Filipinos told to leave Lebanon immediately while airport is still open. The Philippine Embassy in Lebanon asks Filipinos in Lebanon to leave the country while the airport remains open amid fears of escalating violence between the Iran-backed and Lebanon-based Hezbollah and Israel. According to the advisory from Lebanon, the Philippine Embassy in Lebanon strongly urges all Filipino citizens to leave Lebanon immediately while the airport remains operational. We advise all Filipino nationals to prioritize their safety and depart the country as soon as possible. However, if they could not leave Lebanon, Filipinos were advised to evacuate to safer areas outside of Beirut, South Lebanon, and the Bekaa Valley. The embassy, which is distributing a repatriation form, supposedly repatriation form for those who want to go home, and they can be reached with the numbers from 961-7911-0729 for which is the undocumented or documented Filipino workers, and 961-7085-8086 for the permanent residents inside the Lebanon country. And added by the advisory, the safety and security of every Filipino citizen is our top priority. We urge you to act swiftly and follow the above instructions to ensure your safety. The latest Israeli attack on southern Lebanon has killed 9 people, and attacks came as Hezbollah traded fire with Israel almost on a daily basis since the attack on southern Israel on October 7 last year. Hezbollah is an ally of Palestinian group Hamas, which is under fire in Gaza amid Israel's retaliation. But fears of major escalation between Israel and Hezbollah skyrocketed last month after an Israeli strike killed Fouad Juker, one of Hezbollah's top commanders in Beirut's southern suburbs. This came hours after an attack in Tehran killed Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh. The Tehran attack was blamed on Israel. On Friday, Hezbollah reportedly released a video showing that seemed to be underground tunnels and missile launchers. Hezbollah strengthened its military artillery and the capability since the 2006 Israel-Hezbollah clashes. And also our news tonight. Also our news tonight. Parang aso lang, Gabriela Solon still not done with Padilla. Gabriela Party List Representative Arlene Brosa still has a lot of things to say about Senator Robert Padilla, even after he apologized for his hot take about sex and consent among married couples. Brosa said a statement called Padilla's apology a non-apology and instead asked him to attend the anti-violence against women and children. Of course, seminars to educate himself on women's rights. According to Brosas, paalala lang muli kay Senator Padilla na hindi sexual objects ang kababaihan, walang excuse o batas na dapat gamitin upang baliwalain ang consent sa pagitan ng magkarelasyon o mag-asawa. His claim was that men have sexual rights simply because they're in heat. Likening them to dogs is a troubling reinforcement of macho patriarchal views. Perhaps it's time for him to stay and educate himself on women's rights. Gabriela Party List emphasized the alarming nature of Padilla's statements, especially from someone in a position to influence national laws. In an obvious job, Rosas noted that the senator recently indicated plans to file a resolution on alleged abuses by the New People's Army, implicating Gabriela members. Rosas urged Padilla to widen the investigations to include rampant cases of rape and sexual violence perpetrated by men in uniform in rural areas. According to Rosas, dapat yung tutukan ng mga mambabatas. and further advised the action movie star turned senator to issue a genuine public apology and commit to understanding the plight of women and other marginalized sectors. Dapat maalam ng mga mababatas hingil sa karapatang pantao at hindi tagapagtaguyod ng maling impormasyon. Also in the news, Manalo to meet Timor-Leste counterpart. Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo will meet his counterpart from Timor-Leste for talks that will advance the bilateral relations between Manila and Dili. Manalo will sit down with Benito dos Santos Fritas, Minister for Foreign Affairs and Cooperation of Timor-Leste, during the latter's official visit to the Philippines from August 19 to 21. According to the DFA, or the Department of Foreign Affairs, the two diplomats will discuss the current state of bilateral and multilateral relationship between the Philippines and Timor-Leste, as well as to exchange views on regional and international developments. It is Dos Santos Fritas' first visit to Manila since assuming his role in 2023. In 2022, members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, agreed to, in principle, to admit Timor-Leste as the 11th member of the regional bloc, granting it an observer status. The Philippines has welcomed Timor-Leste's progress in implementing the roadmap towards its full membership to ASEAN as well, supported its efforts in this regard. And jealous man threatens lover with gun arrested in Manila. A 26-year-old man was arrested for threatening his lover with a gun out of jealousy in Malate, Manila. The Manila Police District said the suspect, identified as Romuald Banal, age 36, was arrested following a complaint filed by his lover on Thursday. According to the victim, who is a therapist, she and the suspect had a heated argument inside a spa in Barangay 702, Malate. Police said the suspect was jealous with one of the victim's customers during the argument. The victim said the suspect threatened her by drawing his gun and saying, "Walang makinabang sa'yo at wag lang makita kita sa labas na may ibang kasama." The victim immediately reported the incident to the Remedios Police Community Precinct, or the PCP, and the police went to the spot and asked Banal for his gun. The suspect voluntarily surrendered his firearm of unknown caliber loaded with 11 pieces of live ammunition. The police said that the suspect also failed to present pertinent documents for his firearm, and now the suspect is detained at the MPD Station 5 and will face charges for grave threat and violation of Republic Act 9262 and RA 10591. Well, there's more news, but before that, here's our weather. Pag-asa monitors LPA Abagat to affect northern Luzon. A low pressure area has been spotted inside the Philippine Area of Responsibility and is currently being monitored by the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration. On this weather update, Pag-asa said that as of 3 a.m. on Saturday, the LPA was located 275 kilometers northeast of Itbayat, Batanes. Meanwhile, the Pag-asa said the southwest monsoon would affect extreme northern Luzon. Meanwhile, in Batanes and Babuyan Islands, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms are expected due to the habagat. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms are also expected in Metro Manila and the rest of the country due to the localized thunderstorms. Of course, they warn of possible flash floods or landslides during severe thunderstorms. We'll be right back as koolNews Primetime will return after these words. Your time right now, mga kalamaw, is now exactly 9:09. Your time is 9:15, and continuing our koolNews prime time with 50,000 peso reward dangled for info on unsolved killings in Bacolod. The Bacolod City Police Office said that the city government is offering a cash reward of estimated 20,000 to 50,000 pesos for information on unsolved killings in Bacolod City. The amount was revealed after Mayor Albi Benitez met Police Colonel Doresti Coroncia, also in charge of the BCPO, to discuss the Coronica's proposal. Police Lieutenant Rowena Jean Magan, the spokesperson of the BCPO, said they have created a technical working group to validate information related to them and assess significance in the progress of a case. Magan said the BCPO will create parameters as basis for the reward system. Added that they will announce a procedure of the reward system once they have gathered all the necessary documents. He said that the BCPO, of course, is currently checking the timeline of the unsolved cases. Coronica proposed a reward system to Benitez upon assuming the position to stir the social responsibility of witnesses and encourage them to surface and cooperate with the police to solve a crime. Plus, in our news tonight, Gatchalian highlights EDCOM 2 officials backing of school-based mental health bill. Senator Sherwin Gatchalian has highlighted the Second Congressional Commission on Education, or the EDCOM 2, official support for this measure promoting the mental health and well-being of our country's learners. Aside from strengthening the school-based mental health program, the proposed Basic Education Mental Health and Well-being Promotion Act, embodied on Senate Bill SB 2200, it also prescribes the hiring of a qualified and competent personnel to deliver mental health services. According to EDCOM 2 Executive Director Dr. Carol Mark Yee, SB 2200 will also address the Philippine shortage of guidance counselors. According to the Senator Gatchalian, kasabay ng pagkakaroon ng programa sa mental health ng ating mga mag-aaral, kailangan din natin tiyakin may sapat at kawalipikadong profesional upang maitupad ang programa sa mga paaralan. Mahalaga ang itaguyod natin ang kapakanan at kaligtasan ng ating mga mag-aaral dahil makabit ito sa kanilang kakayahang matuto. In a press briefing, Yee emphasized the significant gap of the availability of the qualified guidance counselors within the Department of Education. While there are nearly 5,000 plantilla positions for guidance counselors in the department, only 200 candidates graduate each year with a required master's degree in guidance and counseling. The shortage is primarily due to the scarcity of schools offering master's programs in guidance and counseling. He added that if the current setup continues, it will take up to 14 years to fill the current vacancies. Gatchalian measures the new plantilla positions of School Counselor Associate 1 to 5, School Counselor 1, and School Division Counselor. The Senator emphasized that by creating more positions, mental health services can become more accessible to learners. The existing positions of guidance counselor, guidance coordinator, and guidance services specialist shall be converted or reclassified to the pertinent newly created positions. Also in the news tonight, Bacolod police deny robberies and kidnappings. BCPO dismissed recent reports circulating on social media regarding the alleged robbery and kidnapping attempts in Bacolod. The public expressed concern over viral social media posts from a woman on Thursday night about a black van without license plate allegedly abducting students in different areas. Police reached out to her but were unsuccessful as she deactivated her social media account. The BCPO acknowledged the concern these reports have generated among residents here, but said that substantial evidence has supported these claims. According to Police Lieutenant Colonel Bonifacio Angcahas Jr., the Public Information Officer, after the investigation and verification in coordination with relevant authorities, we found out that these reports are largely unsubstantiated or based on misinformation. The BCPO urged the public to avoid spreading unverified information that would cause undue alarm in the community. Excused. According to the BCPO, we encourage everyone to report any suspicious activity directly to the nearest police station or to your official communication channels. This will allow us to respond swiftly and appropriately to any genuine threats. These reports we have deemed fake news came out a day after a 15-year-old high school student from Bacolod who was reported missing for 2 weeks as found dead in La Carlota City in Negros Occidental last Wednesday. And also, Manila City Council clarifies that Carlos Yulo Day commemoration is not a city holiday. 6th District Councilor Salvador Philip Lacuna, the author of the resolution declaring August 4 a Carlos Yulo Day in Manila, clarified that the resolution is not a regular special working or special non-working holidays, but a commemoration to honor the day when the pride of Leverisa won his 2 gold medals during the 2024 Paris Olympics. According to Councilor Lacuna, ang Carlos Yulo Day ay hindi po dagdag na holiday. Hindi po ito regular holiday, special working holiday, o special non-working holiday. The ordinance does not mention the word holiday at all. Therefore, students and employees in the entire city of Manila are still required to attend school and work on this day. The Manila City Council had recently approved the annual celebration of Carlos Yulo Day every August 4. Carlos Yulo Day is simply a day of commemoration, so when it is a regular day, there will be activities to honor the pride that Caloy has brought to our country with the hope of inspiring our citizens to excel in their respective fields. The ordinance was written in Filipino in commemoration of Buwan ng Wikang Pambansa in August, and it awaits the signature of Manila Mayor Hani Lacuna Pangan. Under the ordinance, the local government of Manila to the concerning department and agencies shall coordinate for the celebration of Carlos Yulo Day, which includes organizing events, ensuring public participation, and spreading the importance of the day. On Carlos Yulo Day, activities such as educational programs and public ceremonies aimed at promoting awareness of the achievements and contributions of Carlos Yulo shall be conducted. According to Mayor Lacuna Pangan, Carlos Yulo's Olympic gold medals, weight and value are beyond measure. His name is forever etched in the memories and hearts of all Filipinos. Among the best we can do to express our gratitude is to honor Caloy, push for more support for student athletes and community athletes, and respect his right to privacy. And now our sports news tonight. LaSalle wins UAAP Valorant title. De La Salle displayed total team effort and dominated University of Santo Tomas in the finals 13-5, 13-7 to clinch the inaugural title of the UAAP Esports Valorant Friday in the Hyundai Hall, Arete Ateneo in Quezon City. Aaron Sablay, the third-year applied economics student, led the way for the Viridis Arcos Esports as they exhibited marksmanship and created ample separations in the best of 3 final series, which is the Tela Tigers Esports tried to counter but failed. The LaSalle coach Xavier Juan underscored how their semi-final quest helped them to be prepared heading into the final round. According to Juan, it became a lesson learned for us in the finals. In the finals, we were calm and cool. We played well, our plays worked. They performed well and our communication was good. The semi-final was a lesson learned and we did way better in the finals. With his superb performance in the 4-day-long competition, LaSalle Sabah was named as the Predator Finals MVP after spearheading teammates Derek Ong, Lucas Gurenberg, Miguel Fernando D, Gerardo Luis Corpus II, and Lance Elmo Gakayan against UST. According to Sablay, obviously masaya, but I said it is a team game. Everyone in the team played well. I think any given day, any of us could be the MVP because we all played our parts really well. Despite their loss, John Mateo Quaresma, who anchored the Tela Tigers, received the shocking kakaibang player of the tournament, taking home a handsome purse of 30,000 pesos. And before entering the finals, LaSalle survived University of the Philippines, while UST banked Ateneo in their respective semifinals clash. UP and Ateneo both settled for bronze. And for tomorrow's entertainment, of course, because it's Asap Natin To in California, Sharon Bamboo, Don Bell, Kim Pao, Joshua, and Shine in Sold Out Asap Natin To in California. Get ready for another round of explosive act from Hern Cuneta, Bamboo, and Kapamilya Love Teams Donnie Pangilingan, Bel Mariano, Kim Chu, and Paolo Avellino, Joshua Gestia, and Ann Cortez. The part 2 airing of the sold out Asap Natin To California reunion concert this Sunday. Welcome megastar Sharon on stage for a collaboration and performance with Asap's divas Regine Velasquez, Zaza Padilla, Yang Constantino, John Clarice de Guzman, and Casey Tandingan. Kilig await Kilig tweets await viewers as Kapamilya at Love Teams Don Bell, Kim Pao, and Joshua Ann perform romantic renditions of 20 OPM songs. Yeah, of course, celebrate Ogie Acasid's birthday with Gary V, Martin Rivera, Regine, Zaza, Eric Santos, Pilo Pascual, Janela Salvador, Darren Espanto, Jolina Magdangal, and Lovie Poe, who will sing the singer-songwriter's greatest hits. Enjoy a break to Pinoy Artist Showcase with Bamboo as he sings his greatest hits and Inigo Pascual, Janela, Bell, Joshua, AC Bonifacio, BGYO, international choreographer Phil Tayag, and G-Force brings electrifying all-around performances. Follow it up with the Pinoy Pride Dance production featuring Kim, Maymay, AC, Gab Valenciano, and international dancers Kayla Fajardo, Jaden Fernandez, Devin Pornell, and Bile Rock. They will be joined, of course, by G-Force. Take yourself down memory lane with Jolina will sing and dance Tuba Tutu, accompanied by G-Force, Kapamilya dance artists, and guest dancers. Darren also shows off his sing and dance skills with a solo member of Sitting Next to You. Meanwhile, Moira, Yang, Kalachari, Inigo, and KZ deliver amazing song performances. And the ASAP in California experience with all the biggest and brightest Kapamilya artists with the 90s dance medley hosted by Robbie Domingo. Asap Natin To will be aired on Kapamilya Channel, Jeepney TV, A to Z, and TV5 this Sunday, 12 noon. And our final quote tonight, as we end our newscast this Saturday. Here's our final quote tonight from John Ottberg. The truth will set you free, but first will make you miserable. That's our quote from John Ortberg, and that's our final quote tonight. And that is it for koolNews Primetime. Thank you very much for your unwavering trust and support. And for more news and updates and information, keep it right here on Kool FM. And you can also send us a tip at tvh.philippines.news@gmail.com. Join us tomorrow at 12 noon for koolNews at noon. And this is Dream Car Karaoke, and you've been listening to Kool FM, the station that cares for you. Have a good evening, stay safe, and take care. Good night, mabuhay. Mga kalamaw, ang oras natin, 9:28 in the evening.